Hello and welcome to the live stream. My name's savewith.crypto, same as the channel actually, and I'm here today with Maff. Hello Maff, how you doing?
Hello, pretty good, thanks. Yeah, my
Okay.
name is Maff, not like the channel. although, although that might change in the near future. Not this channel, but some other channel. I've said too much. Oh my god, I've
Oh my God, he's
revealed
leaving.
the master plan.
That's it. He's leaving. That's it. That's the end of it. You know. Yeah, that's definitely the bear market. Anyway, so yes, I didn't get around to sorting out the thumbnail for the live stream today. So Maff did it, and he's got this.
You can tell, can't you? Yeah,
I can tell because it's better than mine, you know, and because you I don't know. So you use Google Nano Banana thing, do you?
yeah. I'm well versed in the art of the banana.
Okay, so do you actually say, like, you know, can you use these logos but then change the background? Or do you have to add
tend to. It depends on the thumbnail, but I slap all that stuff on top afterwards with the logos and things. But yeah, I just give it a prompt and tell it to. So that one I think was a bear charging downhill.
Yeah.
So it's almost got that right. Downhill, I guess, is more the thing. And with a worried-looking bull at the bottom of the hill and a red sun. And it's all right. I think it seems somehow apt that the bear is running uphill, even though it makes no sense really.
Bear is running uphill. Yeah, I suppose.
Because it ought to be running the prices down.
I'll have to think about that. Anyway, that did remind me of an old video cassette that we used to have when my eldest daughter was born back in early 2000s, and because we lived in France and we didn't have any English TV, so we just had like a few VHS video cassettes and stuff, and it reminded me of this song from the City Show. So I'll play a few seconds of it.
Sure.
You know what I think, Sooty? I think that you are the bear in control. That's what I think. Come on, play the drums. And again, come on. Sooty's the bear in control. And Sooty's the bear who can play rock and roll. Look at him playing those things and listen to him playing the...
Anyway, enough of that.
I love the fixed smiles on the kids' faces. Like,
I know.
What's going on? But that ought to be the new TA jingle.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just a bit worried about copyright type things. You never know with.
Yeah. I was thinking about a new jingle that would just involve a bear instead of the Bitcoin bull, but it'd be a bit more downbeat. But I don't know. Yeah, I'm thinking about that one. Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, so obviously we had a bloody massive dump last night, and well, this morning actually, it's more like 7:30 this morning, wasn't it? This candle here, yeah, 7:24. I'm really annoyed with myself, and I'm annoyed because yesterday I even posted it in the in our Discord, but I'd done a short from like 92k. And I'd come down to about 89, I think it was, and I'd done it because I'd seen this bearish retracement level there, and it was literally like, you know, that appeared, and I thought, okay, well let's see if it goes down a bit, you know, and it did, and I kind of I did what I normally do when I short, and like as soon as I've got a kind of reasonable profit, I close it, and
a psychological thing. Yeah.
I always feel like I'm being naughty if I'm shorting, you know. I feel like it's something that I shouldn't do, you know.
Like stealing lunch money.
Sort of, yeah. It's kind of like...
it's a nice little earner, but someone somewhere is going to be crying.
Yeah, but that's the case with longing as well, isn't it? Because there's someone who's shorting who's going to be...
I mean, to be fair, that is what it makes. That's kind of the way to look at it, isn't it? It's always a zero-sum game.
Yeah. And weirdly enough, I was watching that Canadian YouTube channel, Traders TV. I quite like that for watching TradFi stuff, you know. I was watching that yesterday, and one of the guys there, Neil, I think his name is, he was saying that when he was working at the I don't know, it was working for somebody at the Toronto Stock Exchange. They actually weren't allowed to short most of the time. They had to go into work and say, what are we allowed to short today? And because they didn't always allow them to short. It was quite weird, really. Anyway,
Yeah.
but yeah, obviously, things aren't so good, are they? I think we should probably just crack on. And well, the only jingle we've got really does have a bull on it. So
It does. But just before we play that, should we do the hellos, the requisite
oh yeah, of
hellos?
course, yeah.
Yep, sure.
If you do that, I'll go and find the jingle.
Good idea. Okay, so we've got me. It's a bit out of date now. And we've got me again. Oh, okay. Do get your coin asset requests in. I think the TA should. Yeah, I think the TA should be fairly easy today because it's just going to be
Down.
It's going down. So like I can't possibly get that one wrong, unless we have a sudden pump into the weekend, obviously. So hi, hello Lynette, and afternoon, another Dave. Hiya. So karate type of thing. Hiya. TradFi won't be happy playing. Oh, another Dave again. TradFi won't be happy playing in a highly manipulated market. Isn't that? It just is, isn't it?
I think that's the definition of a market, isn't it? Something that's manipulated, really.
The free market means that it's free to be manipulated. Yeah.
Yeah.
Crypto J, afternoon.
Hello.
And time to buy some strategy. Is it really dumped? I think I remember seeing that. But is it dumped even more today?
Yeah, I was actually just before this. I thought I better see what else people are talking about, and I was looking at Ran Neuner from Crypto Banter, and he was talking about MicroStrategy, and it was on about some body called MCSI, I think it was, who look into companies that provide. He looks into like companies that are in index funds, of which MicroStrategy is one, and it was saying they're particularly interested in companies that their sole business is to acquire Bitcoin, and they're basically going for them. So like I don't know, I didn't watch enough of it to sort of glean the full story, but I don't know. There might be a lot of. I wouldn't buy MSTR at the moment.
I think it's got a lot lower to go.
Yeah, definitely, yeah, and to be honest, Michael Saylor's business record isn't particularly brilliant, actually.
He's killed a few companies, hasn't he?
Yeah, and he's lost.
Just rocks on to the next one.
Yeah, he's lost vast sums of money, and I don't know.
It's like that meme with the corridor of doors, and the Grim Reaper is knocking on each one, and each one has a label on it. Because sometimes if it's like AI knocking on the door of artists, then of writers, then of programmers, and so on, and each one there's like blood trailing out from under the door, that kind of thing. But if you haven't seen that meme, then this might just come across as complete nonsense. But like for Michael Saylor, it's probably just each door is like the company that he was previously leading.
Right.
Maybe that's a bit mean.
But I don't know really. I to be honest, I never quite understood. Him basically. I understood his passion for Bitcoin, but I never quite understood how. I still don't understand exactly how MicroStrategy works really, and it can't just be like an infinite money machine. It's like,
it's true. It's because I think was there something in science to narrow it down a bit. There was like I know there's like nature abhors a vacuum, but also like generally if the answer to a conundrum is it's infinity, there's infinite this or that, then you know, feel like, oh, maybe we need to just go and revisit this one a little bit, because it's probably not that, you know. So yeah, just a like infinite perpetual money machine doesn't quite, you know, there's got to be a limit, isn't it? There's got to be a breaking point, really, because it's perpetual motion. But where's the secret place where it's plugged into the wall or whatever?
Yeah. I don't know. I always think about kind of trigonometry, where, you know, you think, well, you know, if you had a triangle, you know, can you have a triangle with two parallel sides? Well, you can if it's got infinite length, you know. But is it a triangle then? You know, and is a straight line just a circle with an infinite length? Well, it kind of is, because it goes off to like minus infinity at one end and plus infinity at the other end, you know. So anyway,
because minus numbers so exist in nature.
Well, yeah.
It's just how you measure it, isn't it? That's what our Ptolemys is, you know. So yeah, I'm really glad to say that we got through the chat without any heckling, which is nice. Actually, Scotty's arrived.
Well,
did I miss the opening gibberish? Hey Scotty, how are you?
Well, maybe we should talk about imaginary numbers and complex numbers. That gets fun, you know. I quite like them, you know.
Oh, irrational numbers and so on.
No. Do you know about imaginary numbers? Do you know about I and J?
No.
Don't you?
Well, I probably do, but I've probably just forgotten it all.
Did you do beyond A-level maths at all?
Oh, no, I didn't. I'm a complete numpty when it comes to maths.
Oh, okay. Well, but I is the square root of -1. Okay.
Okay. In other words, it's impossible.
So it's impossible, yeah. But you actually use it quite a lot in electronics and stuff, you know. So basically, if you want like 3 times the square root of -1, it's like 3i, you know. So that is what they call an imaginary number. And then you can have complex numbers where you add a real part to it. So a complex number is something like 4 plus 3i. And they don't exist. Well, it is a complex number because it has an imaginary part. Sorry, an imaginary part and a real part. That's why it's complex numbers. But you actually use them. You actually use them when you're talking about alternating current and stuff and different phases. You can actually use imaginary numbers to work out equations and stuff to do with alternating current and phases.
So it's basically the maths and engineering equivalent of dark matter.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. But it's quite a fun part of mathematics that I actually really like, actually. But and I also love how it's quite sort of mind-boggling, you know, sort of you know, in the same way of like antimatter, you know. I mean, I remember talking about, you know, subnuclear physics with my physics teacher at A-level. We did a bit of extra sort of physics like beyond the curriculum, just for a bit of fun at the end of term, you know. And we were talking about like relativity and stuff like that, and we were talking about these subnuclear things called pi mesons, and he said the mass of this is minus something kilograms, you know, and we were like, how can the mass be negative? He said, well, it's antimatter. It's, well, what's antimatter? He said, well, it just falls upwards in a gravitational field. Oh, okay. and you just accept it and carry on. Anyway, right, we definitely got off the subject, haven't we?
just a bit. I'd actually stop listening, to be honest. Because I find that stuff, the inverse proportion of fascinating or whatever. But,
right. Well, if I bored you, I've bored everyone else. I can guarantee that. Anyway, let's get back on track.
So,
Not that one. Sorry.
But before you do, we just got a few more things. Hang on, it's a bit early there.
Something's wrong anyway.
Scotty also is just saying, did you hear Tom Lee's theory on this crash being caused by a major exchange dumping Bitcoin and ETH to recoup losses? I know that. I think that's great. I think Binance had been doing a lot of that, hadn't they, over the course of the year? A lot of the dumping was being, like, when people started to look at the on-chain metrics from it, they were kind of, their fingerprints were all over a lot of the downward price moves. So that, I think there's probably some mileage in that one, I'd say.
Well, why are they making losses though?
Don't know. They were just not very good at running a multi-billion-dollar company.
I thought this is like an ideal environment for exchanges.
Kind of is, yeah, because like whether the price is going up or down, they're making money.
Well, people are paying fees, and
yeah,
I think even getting liquidated, even though that isn't ever a plan of an exchange, because they want to keep you trading, but even when people get liquidated, they take a fair amount in in fees and stuff to sort of resolve liquidations. So
yeah.
It's probably generally good. So I don't know. I think they make a lot of money, but I don't understand why Binance could lose money. But anyway.
Yeah, kind of agree. So we got Cyprian saying hello back, and today's bottom could be tomorrow's top. Just look on the bright side.
Cheer up.
yeah. Look at it this way. Oh God. Would hate to be Tom Lee at the moment. Yeah, when Ethereum, Moon, and so on. I and J used in Roman numerals too, making our timelines a lie more right? I suppose like X in Roman numerals was put there, I think, by obviously Elon Musk's great ancestor. So the Musk bloodline, I think, introduced X into the Roman numerals, and that's a fact as well. So yeah, Tartaria. Speak on maths. Did you see Terence Howard's concept of maths being a lie?
No,
I didn't. Did you?
No, I don't know who Terence Howard is actually.
Yeah. Another video to track down. I think that'd be an interesting one, because maths is just completely artificial, isn't it? It's a measurement of things, I guess, but it does have all sorts of things like zero doesn't occur in nature. So if certain fundamental parts of maths are they rely on these kind of like non-existent things, then you could say that the entire Jenga block of mathematical theory or whatever just tumbles or not.
Does it exist in nature though? Because no. If I've got 2 sheep,
yeah,
and you come along and take my 2 sheep.
Ooh, is this another Welsh stereotype thing?
yeah, kind of.
Thank you very much.
Kind of.
You could have chosen a different example. Oh my God.
All right. If I have 2 llamas and you come along and take my 2 llamas,
progressing up in the world, obviously.
Then I have to count how many llamas I have. I have 0.
Yeah, but so it doesn't exist. It's an existential thing then, isn't it? It's just like, does 0 exist by its nature? Does the absence of something exist?
Yeah, but that's like
is it just a description of the fact that there's nothing there?
That's like saying the hole in the middle of a polo mint doesn't exist, surely.
Well, it doesn't. That's what are you talking about?
Polo mints. No.
If you eat a polo, does your tongue fit through the hole?
No.
Exactly.
But that's not concise proof of existing, surely.
Yeah. I think we might be losing viewers actually.
Right.
Suddenly realised. Yeah. We should probably come back. Should we come back to the chat? Because I think I'm kind of thrilled that it's that the chat is happening. But we'll come back.
Right,
so anyway, you were saying, I think.
Should I do the
jingle? Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Altcoins, short coins, stocks and forex too. Maff and save.
Right.
Right. Yes. I was actually thinking that maybe when we're in the depth of the crypto winter, do we just keep that jingle because it's quite bright and cheery? It's like in the depth of actual winter, isn't it? It's like Christmas time, so you're playing jingle bells or something, and lighting the place up bright and so on.
The thing is, I mean, even when you're in a bear market, it's not like you're shorting all the time. You're actually looking for little, you're just looking for movements up and down, but it's not.
Yeah.
It's not like you're not looking for bullish behavior within the market, is it?
Yeah,
so,
it's true. It's all about the time frame at that point.
I think I've done most, in bear markets. I mean, I've only been in 2 bull markets, but in bear markets, I've definitely done lots of more longing than I've done shorting for a start. So I am still looking for bullish behavior even then. So I think that's we'll keep the bull. Good, it is cheery as well. And
yeah,
indeed.
I was going to suggest a poll for that, but I think that I don't know. It's with a thought.
Okay.
Anyway, I'll let you get on.
So this morning you published a video in the Discord, which is free to join, by the way. Go to savewithcrypto.org/Discord, and I think it's worth watching. It's quite short, and let's have a look at that, shall we?
Sure. And we might hear a little bit of drilling noises in the background. We've got builders in again today. I think I'll just pay them to come in and distract me and disrupt recordings. But, hey, getting my money's worth there. So, yeah, this is Bitcoin on the weekly chart. So I just wanted to show you on this, and I'll go into more detail on this in the live stream later. So we've got this level here. This is something that I have drawn in and shown on here before, but just to recap it a bit. So we've got this kind of reversal pivot points, 74.5-ish. And we have also got this level here, which is pretty much at the same point. So if I kind of angle that a bit, just put an array there. So you can kind of see that's going to be a little bit of a line in the sand, set around, not 74.5, more 74.1-ish. Similarly, if I now, well, not similarly, but also, so if I draw in a fib retracement level from maybe about here, more or less the bottom-ish of the move up to here, and this will be not even the top-ish, this will be the exact top, pretty much. And what's interesting here is that the 0.5, the halfway level of that entire price move, sits exactly on that line in the sand, hence the yellow line, I suppose. And also we see a few other things lining up here as well. I need to jiggle this a bit, just so you can kind of see what... Yeah, so this, similarly, the 0.618 covers pretty much exactly this retracement level here as well, which obviously the price has kind of plunged beneath. So that was 85.1 where that retracement level sits. It was it's one of these levels that we were looking at and thinking like, well, okay, one day the price will retrace to there. It's obviously happened a lot sooner than any of us really kind of thought. So it's headed on down through that. We could well see when the price comes up again, eventually, whether it's sooner or later. So we'll start to see the step 3 of that retracement level plot out here. There's still very much promise on that, so we could see boop, down and up, something like that, if it happens. If it doesn't, then we could see a further drop. If it really kind of drops through the 0.5, that line in the sand level, then we'll see it head down to this kind of area of liquidity here with this retracement level at 63.6. And the 0.382, that's the abysmal level, I think. Yeah, if we're heading down to there, then oh dear. But, could see it. There's a lot of just, if that is actual liquidity build up there. There's a lot of this sort of thing, which I'll go into, as I say, in the live stream. But also just very quickly, if I jump over to the hourly, just ouch. Yeah, okay. Number go down, I think, is kind of what we're probably looking at there. If there isn't going to be a bounce, as shown maybe on the daily... Yeah, I can't see why there would be a bounce between there and there. Apart from like little pullbacks, and then just further down. Could just see that happening, just dropping down to that 74-ish level before there's any sort of hope of any sort of recovery from that. So anyway, yeah, in the 1 hour, we're seeing a little bit of hopium, but it's interesting that Quadzilla is painting this green background here in the middle of all this, virtually just a price drop, really. I think it's because of that bit just there where the price wicked down and came back up. And we can see that in a bit more detail if we go into the 12-minute. So in fact here, yeah, the momentum oscillator curved around sufficiently so that it lit up a green background, and that was obviously the wick coming back up, and then a little bit of a bounce, but just nothing great, nothing particularly strong. And sure enough, this just curved around, and then we got the mid-range cross down here, just saying we're going lower essentially. So that's about it really. Just a quick update, and hopefully catch you later. Ciao.
Actually, that's quite doomy, but in a sort of cheerful voice, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I thought. So it's just to confuse people, really. So it's like, yeah, I guess if the newscaster was reporting that an asteroid is going to hit the Earth and we're all doomed, they should do it in a cheery voice for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Do you want to?
As long as it didn't come across as mockery. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, if I share?
Yeah, please do.
Screen. Yep. God, I should have had this out the ready. Pow. Share that. Oh, thank God, it's showing. It's displaying correctly today.
Oh God, yeah, that's always a
yeah.
worry.
Yeah. Yeah. So essentially, this is essentially what we were just looking at in that recorded thing. And as this is now live, then I apologise in advance and for before, because you're going to have lots of ums and pauses and ums and so on. So it's dropped even further since this morning. That's a bit yikes. So potentially we're maybe looking at there. What's that? 78.2 is a potential little pause moment, and then I could well see it coming down to that line. What I was going to show just briefly, and I know this is sacrilege, but I'm just going to probably keep that part of Quadzilla, but I'll squish Quadzilla just from it and bring up the MACD.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of people talking about it. Monthly MACD, is that?
Oh, that as well. Oh, maybe we could have a look at that then. So just looking on the weekly here, the line I just deleted because I wanted to draw it in for effect, really, was that so that top was there, even higher. However, on the MACD line itself, maybe from there or there, we've got bearish divergence. So in that sense, this very much kind of called that big dump from end of October. So Moonvember has been more just kind of just plunged down November, I guess. So kind of interesting. I mean, the MACD is probably something we ought to explore a bit more. I was thinking about maybe incorporating some aspects of it like that, like bearish and bullish divergence, maybe into the super up and down within Quadzilla. Don't know, thinking about it. What I'll have to do is introduce some stats, some super up and super down stats into Quadzilla first, and it's just I was kind of thinking about how best to do that, because by itself it just shows obviously the up signal, the down signal, and it kind of like then it's just like, what's the measure of success of that? Because like the price doesn't always go up straight away. It might take a few bars, dip a bit more, and then head up strongly eventually. But depending on the metrics, it might class that as a failure, when in fact it's kind of it's doing exactly what it's supposed to be doing. So the stats for this might not be so much percent success rates, but just like percent of number of bars before the thing kicked in, before it came true or not, and similarly like how high it went before some point. But then even then it's like, how long does it keep measuring the effect of that? Because if there's more of this, anyway, I'm rambling, but just or kind of thinking out loud. I ramble a lot in my thoughts, by the way. What the hell was I talking about? Oh yeah, the MACD. Yeah. So there was that kind of bearish divergence, which did show that on the weekly. Now that you mentioned the monthly, should we have a quick look? I mean, there's that. They talk about just the fact that that's crossed down.
On the monthly, yeah. I think the point being is like, for that to sort of like not stay like that, I think the price has to go up to about sort of like 96k now or something. for
Yeah.
that to go green again.
Yeah.
The
That's going to be a
MACD does,
while. Yeah.
yeah, MACD does lag as well. So
True.
so
Yeah.
I can't see that happening. But
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, what was interesting here was that it obviously kind of went bearish during, well, there. I mean, but then very much just during that reaccumulation period through 2022, 23. And then didn't take all that much for it to flip bullish at the start of that. Because it wasn't, well, I suppose like when you're there at the time, these are big price moves, aren't they? It's just like when we kind of look at the overall thing, it doesn't seem so much. But yeah, I think that I've just got a feeling that that's going to be down under for a little while there yet. Hope not, but you know, just looking at that, you kind of get that feeling. It's the old thing, like if this is on the 5-minute chart or something, it would seem perfectly reasonable that's just going to go curve around and go under for a bit before it eventually comes up in December 26. Oh bloody hell! So anyway, yeah. So from that, if I bring back, excuse me, if I bring back Quadzilla, at least we've got kind of a cuddly, fierce mascot with this one. Yeah. So back on the. Oh, in fact, on that, blimey. Okay, Quadzilla on the monthly was very much telling us that things are looking very toppy. So even while the price was kind of recovering and so on, it's kind of got its own bearish diversions going on there quite a bit. And here, the price was still moving up, and we kind of got this very narrow convergence, and then they both very much curved round and overbought. So if only we'd been paying a bit more attention to that, this actually called the top.
I know. There's so many things, and I look at them now and I think, why the hell didn't I, pay more attention to that?
Yeah.
I think because I was always looking for the bullish signals rather than the bearish ones.
Yeah, weren't we all? Well, I was definitely. Just the old confirmation bias. Like this one back here, March 21. Same. It called that top. Obviously, it went a bit higher, but then that was very much just like, oh guys, party's over. Just head on home. Yeah. So anyway, that's obviously just that came true. That's coming down. What level is it? 26.9. That I think we're going to be seeing low levels. We might well see a bit of a relief rally up to some number. Hope it breaks 100. If it breaks 100, might well expect to see 108. It might bounce off there though. Where's this at? 108. That seems miles away now, doesn't it? 108. But yeah, so there's very much this kind of liquidity area. 60, probably like 60. Don't know if it might break that low. Yeah, between kind of like 60 and 70, really. You could see it coming down and ranging within there for a while. Anyway, so on that cheery note, what I did want... Sorry, excuse me, sniffing. It's becoming an unconscious habit. So, yeah, what I did want to do is have a quick look at USDT dominance on the... what are we on? Yeah, on the weekly. So these kind of lines that I drew in before, so obviously that kind of... I don't know if that... It's not really a falling or rising wedge. It's just a wedge. It's compression. If it was a price, it'd be price compression. But it kind of respected that level, and then suddenly just broke out big time, and redrew that trend line, or drew in that trend line as a kind of new line in the sand. Like, well, let's see what happens if it breaks above there, because that'll be quite a big move if USDT dominance breaks above there. Just to clarify, I mean, I think everyone here knows, but like if USDT dominance climbs, then that's kind of bad for Bitcoin and the crypto market generally, because it means that well, there's more stable coins in the market, and being played with and so on than there are crypto. So like there's been a lot of selling, in other words. So yeah, so as long as this keeps heading on up, then that ain't so good. It's been kind of smashing through these different lines. Yeah, just so much selling of crypto, basically. Of course, it's being, as I was saying, it's being held in stable coins once the crypto is sold. Primarily USDT aspect. That's why I'm kind of looking at this rather than just overall stablecoin dominance. It's also convenience because I happen to have it in this tab. But where does it slow down, let alone reverse? Well, here's the thing, right? If we switch to, actually, I don't need that now. Close the MACD. Get rid of it. If we switch to the 2-day, still on USDT dominance, we have this hell of a bearish retracement level just there. If I just bring that into view a little bit. So you can see that, this has been quite relevant a few times. Well, once. Once can be a few times, surely. So back there, August 24th, the dominance percent came up, virtually touched that level and dropped away again. You could sort of say that in these other times it was reaching for that level but didn't quite make it and fell away. Here again, kind of lower, well, in fact, lower high. So like high, then a lower high, then another lower high. Then it just came back with a vengeance. But if it just touches that top again, that retracement level, and falls away again, I mean, well, it'd be nice, but that could well be the point where we see Bitcoin starting to recover a bit. If it really kind of smashes on up through and continues up high, then that's kind of a confirmation. Well, another confirmation, because I think there'll be lots of others. But it'll be kind of a confirmation that we're officially in a bear market. On the hopium side, if it broke above, it might kind of come up to this sort of level. If it was going to retrace back down, kind of sharpishly. So from maybe measure it from the line. I can't see the thing. Oh yeah, so if it went up to there, just measuring it to that level. So it's about 6.9. We could call it. No, that's too high. I was going to say call it 7%. Maybe to there. Got it to 6.9%.
Sorry.
You're right.
Yeah. Sorry, that was an alert.
Okay. I didn't actually hear that one, so that may have been.
Oh, there's a cock-a-doodle-doo, actually. Sort of.
Is it? Oh, okay. Yeah.
Trying to think.
Anyway, yeah. So what was I going to look at? Yeah. So these sorts of moves that we're seeing here. So actually, maybe if I measure it from there, how long? So I was thinking about like how long would it take necessarily to get up to here? So that would be. Didn't I say like 6% before? No, I've measured it from lower. Did I imagine that? Anyway, we could call that 5%. So if this made a 5% move up to just the top of that kind of area there, then previously, like this, these are 2-day candles. So for that one to get up to there, well, I'm measuring 2 days, aren't I? There's a 6.8% move up in 2 days. So what am I trying to calculate? It could well just kind of head up to here within the next couple of days, depending what it does over the weekend. So we could kind of get a bit of confirmation then, kind of early next week, even about whether this is truly a bear market or if it's just like a gigantic fake out, like, hey, surprise everyone, gotcha. Why is nobody laughing? So Yeah, if it breaks above that level and just keeps on going up within kind of this week, next week, then, as I say, that's a confirmation of the bear market, pretty much. If it comes up and drops back down early next week, then that's a confirmation of otherwise. And for it to do that, we should be seeing some kind of strong recovery on the Bitcoin side of things. So,
Okay.
which at the moment, interesting. On the two day is quite interesting for these for the current market. That's a good one. So,
yeah, well, we've actually got a green background on the 2-day time frame.
Yeah.
I mean, if that one stays there, if that one stays there, that'll take till tomorrow night to play out. But if that one stays there, that's the first one of those since 2022.
Wow. Okay. No pressure then. Green background.
Well,
it could. I mean, I still got a feeling it's going to drop to at least this level, the 74. But that's a 10k drop, isn't it? No. What the hell am I talking about? Oh, it nearly is. Is it 9k? Something like that. No, 10. Yeah, but about 9k, let's say. Virtually 10k drop, really, because it might drop down slightly below and then bounce up. Obviously, Bitcoin never does that, does it? It never drops 10k in a single price move, or in a single day, even. So yeah. But that was a heck of a thing, because like back here we'd been, well, it's the same level we've been looking at, isn't it? The 84, 85k level. So like that's never going to happen, not till the bear market, and maybe here we are. So yeah, there's activity there, isn't it? It's that retracement just there that's played out a bit, that's made that kind of curve round. So yeah, anyway, that's sort of dwelling on that a bit. So it does feel that, just going back to this for a second, because that feels kind of blow off toppy. It seems like it to me. So I think that there is hope for at least a medium term rebound, maybe more. So yeah. Anyway, so another thing that I was going to go through a bit was just what do we need for a big move up? Actually, I think I need to let the builders in. Sorry, 1 second. They're not at all disruptive. I'll be right back.
Okay, no worries. Just having a quick look at the comments, so Terence Howard is a Hollywood actor with genius IQ. Is okay. I'll have to investigate a bit. 2-day retracement line 8th. Yeah, I know. I saw that as well. Math is 100% correct. Well, it generally is, but being realistic, the market makers have exhausted liquidity to the downside and will probably bounce at any time soon. I'd like to think so. I mean, I must admit, the way, the things that Quadzilla is showing is definitely looking like everything is like very oversold, not just crypto either. Kaz saying kind of looks like an upside down head and shoulders. Oh, okay. Actually, yeah, I can see what you mean there. That's don't know. Maybe it will bounce. Sure, I heard somewhere Binance have got 10 billion in stable coins. I'm sure they have. I don't think they're short of money. Convergence in the indicator suggesting a bounce, maybe. Yeah. I think.
Oh, hello, I'm back, by the way.
Yeah. No, just going through the comments and stuff, and yeah, there's a slight discussion about sort of being a bounce soon. I must admit, I don't know. It'd be nice, wouldn't it? But
yeah,
I do know what you mean about needing to come down to that 74.
Yeah. So, because one of the things I wanted to cover a little bit there as well. Am I still sharing? Yeah. So, if I have a look at, I was going to have a look at the liquidation heat map. So this really is just, so essentially, excuse me, Well, I suppose there are two things, aren't there? There's like when relief rally, but also kind of what would we need if it was going to be a big move up instead of just like a little jump, like, you know, something a bit. Sorry, out of breath. Ran up a bunch of flights of stairs and just we're in a townhouse, which is just a bit silly, really. Just too many flights of stairs, and not particularly any more like, you know, floor surface area than you get in a normal size house. Anyway, I forgot what I was doing. Sorry. If I bring up the liquidation heat map, which is here, and so essentially, if sorry, I'm all over the place at the moment. I'm going to bring back this for a second, because essentially, when we get like a major sort of dip in the price, and we want to see some kind of reversal of that and a strong move up. Obviously, the price is going to need time. Well, the asset really is going to need time to accumulate a bit. Buyers are going to need time to for things to just kind of reset a bit and level out. Because so essentially, buyers need time to recharge, don't they? But there needs to be also time for new sell orders to accumulate above. So kind of provides a ladder really for the buyers to climb up. In effect, the sell orders have got to be there, the limit orders for them to be able to buy them at the ascending prices. So also there may also be short squeezes, sort of bearish sentiment. So shorts liquidated, causing a sudden cascade of forced buy orders to close them out. Essentially, what happens, isn't it? But also the buy orders underneath would need to be cleared out. So essentially, enough of the long the long positions need to be liquidated, forcing the sells like at the lower levels. So there's kind of lots of buying then at the lower levels. That all needs to be cleared out. So then, and that will need time to play out in the accumulation phase, like sniping up, down, and so on. And then eventually, hence you quite often get that kind of drop down, just clearing out what's left at these lower levels. And then it's like, okay, yeah, we're done here. We can go up now. Then kind of up it climbs. And of course, at this stage, everyone's probably turning quite bearish as well. It's like, oh God, it's getting worse now. So everyone's shorting. That provides a nice ladder for the route back up. So so for switching there. So liquidation heat map. Obviously, this is only on the 24-hour. Let's give it a quick refresh. And so yeah, that's going to be interesting. Okay. I mean, again, only on the 24-hour, but not a lot beneath that, a lot above it. So if there was going to be a relief rally on this kind of shorter time scale, that looks promising. So obviously these are going to be the red hot price magnets. Does that work? I don't know. But these are going to pull the price upwards, aren't they? So that's the ladder that I was talking about for the price to move up. But for the longer term though, like say if I go out to the monthly, into your own time, onto the monthly. So this it's obviously a little bit deceptive because we don't see what's below it on this sort of level. But certainly still quite a lot of just open liquidity above that. Just I suppose just short positions waiting to be squeezed. So and then all the way up. I can't believe I'm saying all the way up there at 111. Just those halcyon days of being up above that level just seems like a lifetime ago now. It's ridiculous.
I know.
Yeah. So, but yeah, there's kind of a ladder there to climb back at. Obviously, the sort of the overall narrative needs to be there, doesn't it? The belief needs to be there. The general kind of feeling needs to be there that that we're going back up. After the initial, there'll be a kind of liquidation rally to catch the bears out, to push up through, and if that provides enough of an impetus, then we could well get the sort of runaway cascade upwards through all that. I mean, if I flip from there to, say, to the 6 month.
Go on.
Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Again, just like nothing there. Is that just because this isn't showing it, or is that literally that there's no, just open orders down here? No longs waiting to be closed out, and forced to sell basically at these lower prices.
I don't know. I don't believe in them maps.
Oh.
I don't believe
how to undermine my entire analysis. Just like,
I don't
what
believe
you're saying
it.
there. That's bollocks, isn't it? So anyway, from that, I'll just have a quick look at the 1 year as well. I think there's mileage in these. So, there we go. Yeah, so this does show. So I mean, obviously it's tied into what was happening down here. So you could probably equally just look at order blocks and fair value gaps and things on just on the chart itself, and it'll probably tell you a very similar story. But this, so there is potential on that. I mean that's only going down as far as like 73k. So yeah, a wick down. There's not much down there according to this. It'd be nice to look at that actual kind of order flow, wouldn't it? Just see the actual live kind of order book on a bunch of exchanges and things.
No, what I mean about those things is I always think that there's going to be loads of people who've just got orders set down at 10 grand and stuff, just in case, and it's not that draws the price to it, is it? You know what I mean? I don't know. There's something that doesn't click in my head about the liquidation heat maps.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, if there's some basis in reality to them, I mean, obviously, so much of it is just calculated. They've used a formula to work this out rather than just basing it on the actual, just the raw data. It isn't a visualization of the raw data. But yeah, so if we kind of took it as face value that this is what's there, then it would suggest that maybe there's not much liquidity down here, because obviously the kind of the market movers, I guess, they just kind of go where the liquidity is, don't they? They don't necessarily care whether it's up or down. They probably do care a bit.
Yeah, but, I mean, it's just it's a sort of 2-dimensional visualization of the order book, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's essentially what it is, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, they obviously do get data from an exchange, but I guess they don't necessarily get any different data from what like TradingView would get, for example. So in that sense, this is obviously just it's a hash, it's a mush of the exact same just price data that no, I mean, sorry, I was probably being a bit flippant there, but it's no, I think I live for flippancy.
I don't know. I did see Tom Crane the other day saying, like, you can just fudge it. Is there a sensitivity setting there as well?
Oh, I mean, liquidity threshold, is that the one?
Yeah, if you wiggle that around, you can sort of make it say what you want, really.
Okay. Oh wow.
Maybe. You know what I mean? Sort of.
Yeah, I mean, it's prettier. I'll give it that. So if I was going to post this onto X, I'll probably use this version. Maybe colorize it a bit more in Photoshop or GIMP or whatever.
So you just choose your time frame and sort of fiddle with that. Just make it look like
one.
make it look like what you're talking about. Sort of I don't know. It's
what I rely on.
Sorry, I keep saying the wrong thing, don't I? Can't. Don't I haven't got a girl.
Are you talking yourself out of that hole, or are we digging deeper? Or, yeah. No, not at all. No, yeah. So, but in fact, to be honest, yeah, we actually could just kind of look at this, and I mean that's still on the 2-day. Maybe the 2-day is kind of the relevant thing. So if I ultra squish that a bit, not ultra squish, I'll just squish. Leave that for now, and just for a moment, switch off. Should draw in some lines and stuff, or am I?
Yeah, may as well.
Kind of. I was wondering if I'm kind of milking this a bit now, but I think if we could draw in. So also there's that area there, isn't it? Oh no, sorry. You know what I'm going to do is, because I was talking about this before, wasn't I? Ought to be drawing that, because it does look more impressive. If I do that. So like there's that, and then up. So that kind of area, and has it got a keyboard shortcut? No, bloody hell. All right. See, now that I live in Linux land, I want just keyboard for everything. No one uses these newfangled mouse things in there. So that, yeah, there's that level. Ooh, got that wrong. Let's go this way. Kind of that. That would be. Do tell me if you think I'm drawing these wrong, by the way, especially Scotty.
Scotty's been quite busy in the comments, actually, sort of, commenting on your potty mouth, actually, sort of. I know he has gone down rapidly since he joined this channel, I reckon.
Yeah. So, I mean, this one I could kind of draw in just like a gigantic kind of order blocky sort of thing around that, but maybe I'll just get that line instead. Oh, actually, there's a little one there, isn't there? So maybe if that was there, that seems like a kind of relevant one. Oh, sorry, that's probably supposed to be right. Must get it right. Let's do that. And I think I've drawn it wrong anyway. But yeah, and then kind of this level here, just now I know why people just use the liquidation heat map. I think 'cause it's just quicker just to bring that up.
Yeah, okay, right, point taken.
But having said that, that's probably ish, isn't it? Yeah. Having said that, from this we can then kind of just get a pretty good idea of levels it's going to head to. This one was drawn in earlier because it was that top and that bottom, so there's definite just something happening there. So essentially it means that the liquidity would need to be kind of hoovered up. The liquid spill would need to be hoovered up from, depending how far down this goes. Like 45k, like 40 to 45k. That could happen in the crypto winter. I'm not saying that would happen straight away, but then look how quickly that just dropped. Kind of that. How far has that been? It's actually there now, isn't it? It's dropped down below the line. 36% drop down to there in not very long. How long is that? Was that really 52 days? Okay, maybe it was a while. I guess this is very scrunched, isn't it? So yeah. Was that top, the all-time high? Was that actually like 50 days ago, ish?
Sounds about right. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Time be flying. So like from there, another. Actually, what was the percent of that? Sorry, I just forgot it. Let's quickly do that again. So far, from the all-time high, it's dropped, we should call it 36%, really. Mm. So if that drops another 35%, Ooh, interesting. It'll take us down to there, to this level, which would be that kind of like 52-ish level. And so again, unless this like ridiculously accelerates, which I wouldn't put it past it. Well, I don't know. There's going to be a bit of range in there at some point, I'm sure. There's also that bit there. Should just draw in a thing for that. So unless it drops straight down, it might take another month, for it to get down to there, that sort of level, if it does. And then next level below that will be kind of there, like 38 to between 38 and 45. Could kind of see that if it comes down this far, I wouldn't put it past it to drop down to here as well. So that overall would be looking at a 68 to 70%, descent, pretty much. Not atypical for bear markets, really. 78%, 70% drop down to that sort of 38, 39-ish level. Yikes.
Are they that big in sort of drops you get? I thought it was more like 40%, isn't it? Or am I?
There've been like 70% drops.
Oh, okay.
In bear markets, yeah.
Okay.
It's not like guaranteed. It's not like a given. I think it's going to drop that far. There's still kind of the narrative, isn't there, that what's the narrative? That or the theory, the almost desperately shouted theory, I suppose, that sorry, I just got distracted by the comments a little bit, but yeah, the theory that this is kind of either a perpetual, just not really bull market. It's not like neither bear nor bull. It's just market. We're in perpetual market now, which might kind of gradually continue to grind to the upside generally, just with big pullbacks like this. I mean the big capitulation that I was talking about earlier with clearing out the in a general sense, needing to clear out the liquidity in the long positions that are underneath that before things can move up. That might genuinely just be what this is. If I've switched narratives now to that. We're not in bear or bull market. We're in market, so if that was the case, it might just be clearing out liquidity around this area, this zone. I've got to get used to just drawing things a bit more to make it a bit more visual around this kind of zone, before kind of like heading up. Of course, so I think that could be the case. It's a bit ominous that there's also this zone just there as well. That's like probably a lot of liquidity build up there.
Yeah, I was just.
Then it's just like how far down the ladder does it step? Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, I was just playing with the Fibonacci, just going from like the pandemic low to the all-time high.
Yeah.
And that's giving the 0.5 at like 65k, and the 618 at 50.5k. So, which is kind of in that area that you're sort of. Oh, actually, no, that's the lower area that you were looking at there.
Where's the pandemic low? Is that
March 20?
Oh God! Okay, bloody hell! Time, what are you doing to me? To there, right? Yeah, I guess I'll probably draw it slightly wrong, but up to there. Is that about right? I think when I drew it before, it kind of is. Oh no, okay, yeah, I was drawing it from there before, I think, or thereabouts.
You make it bigger.
Yeah. So was this about what you're looking at?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Where's your 618? What's the number there?
Oh, 618 is 50.8. So I may have drawn that not.
Oh yeah. So that's about right. Yeah. I might have.
Come down a little bit. I mean, where was you? Might
Oh, I think it's because I'm on the
About
Bybit chart, so it's probably
okay,
probably a bit different.
sure. And you're on the 2-day, presumably.
1 month actually, but
Ooh, okay.
I've squished it up, and I'm going for the wicks as well, which probably isn't
Yeah,
the
sure.
right thing to do. Yeah, but roughly, you know, sort of. I mean, the numbers aren't far off, but
Yeah. I mean, it's interesting that. Oh yeah, you were pointing out the 0.618. So that's obviously lined up with the lower end of that. So there's a definite kind of liquidity zone. That is going to be a relevant one, isn't it? So 50k. Oh my god. Oh no, sorry, it's lower. I was reading it wrong. 45 between 40 and 45.
no, you see, I always think that when you do something like that, right? So you put the fib on a really big time frame like that over like 5 years, and you can see that, you know, some of the levels definitely worked out, so it was kind of respecting that. But you've done that because you've set that the all-time high from a few weeks ago. So that to me sort of tells me that that was the all-time high.
Yes. Yeah. I thought you were going to say that tells you that it's bogus, but
No, that just tells me that, well, tells me that it's likely that that was the all-time high.
yeah. I honestly think it was. Well, it definitely was at the time, of course. But it's the
obviously
it's the top. Yeah, it's a market cycle high, the market cycle top.
It's all over.
Yeah, I think it is.
Which
But no. Oh, you got to laugh, haven't you? We're doomed, guys. You know, so yeah, it's
you heard it here first. No, not really. I must admit, you know, don't want to blow my own trumpet, but you know, back in September, I was saying that I reckon towards the end of October, that'll be it. And
to be fair,
I wasn't quite sure why, but like I just had a feeling that would happen. So
is it feeling in new waters?
Yeah, maybe I was right. Maybe I was right.
Yeah,
And,
well, yeah, I'd say you called that. You called that right. You need to come up with a retrospective reason, though. Of just
yeah, I didn't have a good reason, to be honest. It was just that literally was just, you know, a tingling in my testicles. Really, that was it. Really.
Yeah.
Which you know you can't plot easily.
No, it's true. Let's have a quick look. Just on that note, I'm quickly going to veer away. Just, have a look at the chat for a second. Okay, yeah, it's been a few things. So, I don't know if you'd already looked through some of these, but
not particularly. But
okay, gold holding well after recent highs. Yeah, that's kind of good to know. I actually want gold to come down a bit because I want to buy some, even if it's just like Pax G or something, just to switch some of my crypto, not necessarily the Bitcoin, but some of the other crypto over into, or maybe some of the Bitcoin, 10% of the Bitcoin or something. I always find it amusing when posh sounding people curse. Oh, flipping heck.
It does have more of an effect, actually. You know, like, it's the sort of thing that if I say something like that, it's like, oh yeah, it's just what he says, you know. But when you do it, it's you know, it's more dramatic.
It has gravity, I tell you.
Yeah, no, that's what I tell my kids. I say, don't swear all the time. Just sort of save it till you need it, you know.
Yeah. None of this effing and blinding in the chip shop or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, call this a portion of chips or whatever. How much will be 50% down in Bitcoin? Just so you'd say, quick hi to everyone before going to work in. Hey, Space Catty. So 50% down in Bitcoin. I think it's on here, isn't it? Where's the 50% level? 0.5
from all time high.
Oh, mind you, you know what? I drew this upwards. Should I have done a inverse sort of thingamajigs?
Oh yeah, because it is different, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. If I zap that, actually, I'll zap that in a second because I just wanted to also point out on this that because in fact that 0.5 is like bang on through the middle of that. I'm patting my own back here, by the way. Just bang in the middle of that. This one, the 0.786, it cuts right through the middle of that kind of broad liquidity range as well. So that's nice. I think I get a gold star for this, even though you told me to draw this, you know. And then this one down there ties in nicely as well. Yeah, bang on. or something for the helmet. Anyway, yeah, so I'll delete that. And to answer Space Catty's question, you may have already gone to work, I suppose, Space Catty, but if you haven't,
I'm just wondering, did he mean 50% on the fibs though, or?
Well, it's just 50%, isn't it?
Oh, okay.
Otherwise, what you know?
Oh, cool. Yeah, sorry, talking rubbish. Yeah,
is right. And God, you were lecturing to me about like advanced mathematics earlier. Anyway, so yeah, 0.5 would be 64.6k, which seems like, you know, I mean, of course it's going to be that, because like this was, you know, well, I suppose down here, in fact, it does depend where you start to draw this from, because if it's 50% down from the price move, then it's more that, isn't it? Let's try that again. It went down to kind of that level, really, or even that, depending. It's totally where you want to start measuring it from. Again, like as I said to the missus, you know. So that one. Where's the 0.5? I lost it. It's just there. Yeah, if it was kind of from that level, then 0.5 would be 75.8. If it was from, where's the thing? Oh, there. There. Then it would be 70. 70.9. There you go. So I hope my fib kind of measuring and stuff helps you out there. So that I suppose that could be relevant, yeah, because if the price did drop below what we're kind of looking at as the 50% level, then it goes down into the sort of weaker half. If that market moved, doesn't it? And then it's just it's you kind of know it's going to stay down in that level for quite a long time, I think, if it closed down in there. Closed a long-termish candle down there. Yeah, Hilly, I'm still on my gold trade. Nearly price. So
you can't be in that trade still. That's months you've been in that.
Yeah, hope you're all well. I'm really glad to see you here, by the way, Lee.
Yeah, me too.
But just yeah, if that were me, I would probably close it. But that's only me. And just take the loss and move on. I mean, I'm not advising you. I'm just saying what I would do. I personally would, just for the sake of my own mental health and so on, I'll just take the loss and move on.
And it is funny when you do that. Actually, sort of like it does actually seem like a weight is lifted, even though it's the weight of all your money, you know. But like, you know, it does. Yeah, I just mentally, it's like, okay, I can start again now, and it's kind of like, you know, even though you'll have less money to start with, but like, it's better than nothing, you know. If you can't do anything with no money, you know, sort of. So.
Yeah. At least there'll be it. If it was now, then there'd be a little bit left over rather than none. Yeah. Another Dave. What do I need to do for the? Yeah. What do I need to do for to get the Black Friday deal, guys?
Oh, I'm glad you got the check. Brilliant.
Yeah. We've never met before, have we?
Yeah. Any more questions from the audience? No, not you. That gentleman there.
Yeah, exactly. I heard there's a Black Friday deal on. Can you tell me about that, please?
It's funny you should say that. Actually.
Oh, you got a thing, haven't you, to play?
I have. Well, let's have a quick look at the Black Friday deal. The Quadzilla Black Friday sale is now live, and it's live until the end of November. This gives you a massive 40% discount on the annual fee. This means if you're paying in dollars, you're getting it for $49 a month. If you're paying in euros, it's 42 euros a month. And if you're paying in pounds, it's just £36 a month. This gives you full access to this amazing indicator and also full access to our Discord community. And this is where you can get trading ideas, discuss your trading ideas, ask questions. And remember, the only stupid question is the one you don't ask. we have this winning trade section here, which has some phenomenal wins like 73%, 24%, 114%, 47%, 20%. They keep going on. Some of the wins here are absolutely phenomenal. People are making lots of money in our Discord community. So if you want to become a profitable trader and you want to make your next trade profitable, head over to savewithcrypto.org/QZ. We'll see you over there. So the thing about that is what we've actually done is we've just temporarily lowered the price, so it's taken 40% off. So you don't need any code or anything. It's just literally the price is like 40% off, and it will be until the end of November. savewithcrypto.org/QZ or QZ if you're American.
Yeah, or Canadian probably.
No, the Canadians actually say Z.
Oh, okay. Oh, I've got Canadian family, so in fact, so I shouldn't be wrong about that. And
Maybe I'm wrong, but I didn't know from watching that Traders TV. But you can probably ask your cousin or whatever and get them to do the alphabet backwards. So you have to watch your
or just like, oh hey, I was really wondering how do you spell Zebedee? You know? Why do I want to? No reason. Just spell it out. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, Quadzilla. So excuse me. What Save was saying just there is basically this. So we've got Quadzilla 40% off for the Black Friday deal, just for the annual. It works out at a bleeding ridiculously low £36 per month. Just grab it while you can, honestly, because it's not going to be there for very long. And just like Bitcoin will never trade below $100,000 ever again. but genuinely here, you're never going to see Quadzilla at this low price again. It's genuinely now-ish or never. Well, this month or never. You know. Yeah. So in terms of where's the message? Yeah. What do I need to do for the Black Friday deal, guys? So I think another day. If you're currently on the monthly, aren't you? If I remember. So you would essentially need to go to your customer portal page in Stripe, and so you should have a link for that. If not, we've got a link, which I think it's the same link for everybody. Have you got that handy actually?
I'll have a quick look.
Sure. It's in the Telegram.
I can dig it out while you're.
While I ramble. Yeah. So essentially, in that, if you kind of log into that, and then you would see. I've forgotten I think I sent a bunch of details on that. Let me just see.
Let me just check it's the right one. Check it's not. Bookmark from Pornhub or something. No, it's all right.
Let's see.
Right.
Yeah, so if you go to the customer portal page, you should see something. But yeah, essentially what you can do from there is if you essentially just
I've just put upgrade. It in thingy, by the way.
Oh, you have? Cool. Okay. Yep. So on that you can just kind of switch to, there's a tab, and you can switch to the yearly tab, and on that just do like select and then continue, and it'll tell you the subtotal and things. And it's a bit sort of bish bash bosh then, in a sense, if that helps.
No.
So what? And Bob's your uncle. You know. So yeah, what essentially would happen then is that if you kind of proceed with the transaction, Stripe would immediately in one go, so you wouldn't kind of see the individual steps of this, but it'll credit you with the unused portion of your current monthly subscription period. Then it would immediately charge you the full, depending if you're in pounds, dollars, euros, but it charged the full £432 annual subscription price, or the equivalent, and kind of minus, and because you've been credited, that'd be minus the monthly amount, the prorated amount. It would also, so then, yeah, basically you're done. That's all you need to do. But in addition, like the billing date will be reset to today's date, So that means that also the annual subscription will then run from today for the next 12 months. And also if you do that today, then kudos for actually waiting until a Friday to take advantage of the Black Friday deal. So you get extra points for that. That's it, really.
That might have gone over everyone's head actually, but
that made it sound ridiculously complicated, to be fair.
it did, didn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Just go to savewith.crypto.org/qz and do that. If you've got it already, in your email when you subscribe, there should be a link for your client portal, or whatever it's called. Click that, and it should be obvious from there. If it's not, let us know in the Discord. All right.
Yeah. Absolutely. Just do message us, like either DM or just post a thing in the general channel or whatever. We'll see.
I tell you what, I'm getting to the stage now where, if I'm dealing with a company or something like that, or someone selling something, if they've got AI support only, it's a kind of red flag for me, and it's like, don't want to do that. I actually want to be able to talk to a person. So anyway, I mean, it's never going to get to the stage where me and maff will be replaced by AI. There's just not that logic in the world.
Well, basically, any AI that tries will just instantly start hallucinating.
Yeah, it would just be a complete disaster. And so we are here to help. That's what it says on our name badges.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Oh, help. Okay. Mine was cut off. That it said we are here to hell. But anyway, so sorry, that's very corny. Scotty, I ain't scared. I agree that you're not scared. I don't know. I think this is it money market mover, isn't it? Market maker. Fake out in conjunction with weak hands and over leveraged. I'm bullish AF. Bring it. Yeah, I so hope so. I so hope so. I 40% agree. No, actually, if I said 50%, then when the price does go that way, then I can say that I predicted that as well. So yeah, I'll go with 50, the perfect hedge.
You're not going to do 51 then.
Well, no, it's not going to show an actual commitment in one direction. So Lee saying, and I was right earlier this year in some chat or other, in the TMG chat, saying no alt season this time around. Yeah, absolutely. It's sad but true. There was no alt season this time around. But, there's still a chance, Gaga Bulls, indeedy. It's good afternoon, isn't it?
Yeah. It's not as in the lady.
Gaga's got balls. Yeah. Wait, maff is Polish? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, if by Polish you mean Welsh, then yeah, I'm Welsh.
Where did he get that from?
I think 'cause he said posh.
Oh. Right. Yeah, probably if you're Portuguese, you probably can't tell that you've got a posh accent, actually.
Yeah, it's a good point. Yeah. Save it until you need it. Yeah, I think that's true in all things, isn't it, really? Except overspending. So,
save what?
Well, anything, really.
Oh, okay.
Your food. Only eat half your dinner if you're full, and then save
I can't
the rest
do that because I'm from my mother would come back and haunt me if that was the case, and she'd be like, "Finish what you got on your plate before you."
Think of all those starving children in Africa.
Yeah.
That never worked.
No, it's like well, there's a logistics problem there, mother.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, try to explain it to her, but she didn't appreciate it. So. Florent, I'm in a 3x long on. Oof, brave, but should have a quick look.
Someone's actually been doing surprisingly okay with all this. Actually, I mean, it's obviously down, but like it's not quite the battering that everything else has.
Yeah, just delete all those rings. It's not the Olympics. So Sol on the what the hell is it? Oh, on Bitunix. That's why it's all right. 2020. When was Sol kind of born?
It's about.
I mean, was it before 2022?
Oh no, I think it was
about then.
About then, yeah. I think it's not a very old coin because I actually remember I used to listen to Satoshi Stacker quite a lot, and I remember him talking about it when it first came out, and he said this is going to be great, and because he called like a couple of like really bad ones before then, I just paid no attention to it whatsoever, and
yeah.
You know, I could have bought it for like 30 cents or something. You know?
Yeah. Oh, well. It's the old. Yeah, just if only I'd done this or that. I mean, if I bought Sol at 30 cents, I would have sold it at like $3 or something. To be fair.
Well, yeah. I mean, you know, a lot of
thrilled at the 10x. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you know, a lot of people. I saw some on YouTube the other day. Someone's daughter, you know, bought or mined a load of Bitcoin when it was like sort of, you know, like less than $1, and then it went up to like 300, and then she asked her dad if she should sell it, and he said, yeah, sell it, and he said he felt really guilty about it. I thought, well, you know, you shouldn't feel guilty about it because, like, you know, she made like a 300x at least, you know.
Yeah,
and it's just how it is. And unfortunately, you know, this is the thing with crypto, and it's like, you know, we're always going to have people who say, "Oh, I told you about that. You know, you shouldn't have put your money all your money into that," and that's always going to happen, you know. And those people will be the people with, you know, the money in the bank, getting, you know, 3% APR, and you know, and they're quite happy like that. And but I don't know, I'm prepared to gamble and risk and all that sort of thing to get a bit more.
Yeah, when you get it right, the psychology of it, and obviously the rest of the stuff of it, it's not. Well, obviously, I can't pretend it isn't gambling. Of course, it bloody is, but it's not as risky as gambling. It's massively reduced risk, and when it's pure probability and risk management, I think, like be more robot in effect. We're taking the trades, then yeah. Anyway, so Florent, so I'm in a 3x long on Sol from about $133, liquidation price 100. What do you think? Will it get there to 100? Is that kind of what you're wondering there? Like,
there are quite a few people talking about that 100 level. Actually, I must admit.
Yeah. It's gone to quite a long time frame. I mean, I was tempted to go to the Solana liquidation heat map, but you know, not the way you were talking it down.
Sorry, but that's just me. I'm me. I'm not you. You know, sort of.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Okay, so we got. Well, I don't know. Oh, that looked up, and then it came down anyway. But obviously so green backgrounds, but obviously the EMAs were coming down quite a lot there. So, open the window, getting stuffy. So it's going to be so dependent on Bitcoin, isn't it? I would say, I know it's a bit of a cop-out, but just watch the Bitcoin chart, I think, and that's going to dictate kind of what this does. Interesting that it's currently there, which is that level there, and it's also that level there. So where it currently is, and there is all the way across, really. Let's just draw in a horizontal line exactly where the price currently is, and then see if it goes up or down, essentially. And that will tell you if the price has gone up or down. So if it drops, it's going to drop. Let's draw another one there. Oh, so there, touch point. I just realised I've been like knocking and clanking on the desk here quite a bit, so apologies for that.
I thought it was your builders.
Damn, I should have blamed it on them. Yeah. So more touch points on here. This is a very respectable chart, if I may say so. There's liquidity there. If it comes up to there, I could just draw probably through that, because toppy there and kind of through that bit there where we've got a retracement level. Oh, there as well. Might have us moving the mouse around a lot. So yeah, it is that, isn't it? Yeah, should draw one there. Because touch, 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 through and back up, kind of through, accumulating down. So that's a very valid level at 156.5-ish. Below there, has it actually moved from the line that I drew? It's just kind of stayed on 126.5.
That's where it is now. Yeah.
Yeah, because that was where I drew that line, because it was a very kind of like touch pointy sort of line. So kind of pivoted there. Keep in mind, I'm actually on the daily, so this is a bit more kind of, the broader ranges really. So if I zoom down, maybe just in the interest of time a bit, I'll skip the 4, I'll just go to the 2,
So if Florin's asking, will he get liquidated? Which is essentially
is that something that you want to happen? I do hope it hits 100.
Unless he's in one of those weird clubs. I think, unfortunately, I think it's it's going to get influenced by whatever Bitcoin does, doesn't it? Which seems.
I mean, it's true. Yeah, I think that it's exactly what's going to.
I don't think I'll go much lower than there, but it could get bloody close, actually. To be honest, actually.
Yeah. So you're in it from 133. Oh, and it's a long. Okay. Has it? So I think it's a thing about like each trade you're in, you kind of just always have to have kind of a invalidation point where you just darned well close the trade, and just be absolutely strict about it, and just do a series of trades. Just say if you decided you've got 10 trades coming up. This might be trade number 1, number 2, or whatever number, and it's just obviously there are going to be losses. So you just take the loss as soon as you realise that trade is going in the wrong direction, and then just plan out and go again, essentially, and just keep that tally, keep that log, the trading log going. It could just be some numbers scribbled on a bit of paper. So you eventually tear up in disgust.
So I suppose the question you'd have at the moment is like, was his decision wrong to go long at 133? Well, obviously yes, but like,
so luckily it was only 3x. Well, I suppose I don't know how much collateral you've actually got in there, but I'm assuming it's currently at a level that you could comfortably afford to lose, and it's not going to I suppose like $100 is going to blow up your account. So obviously it's got to be your choice at the end of the day, and down to your trading style and so on. Yeah. But personally, I would have had some stop out level at some point, and it's so often I've been tempted to just nudge the stop loss along, and still do that occasionally, but it's very, very bad to do that.
To be fair though, I mean, it's things like, if you'd have gone long, I mean, I assume looking at the time that probably implies that he might have gone long quite early this morning, maybe he sort of woke up and saw the price down a lot, thought, that's down a lot, there's no way it can go down further, and then you had that massive wick down at 7:30. So if you'd have had a stop loss, it would have definitely hit by now. So
Yeah.
if you had it on 3x leverage, then which is for Solana that's probably something like the equivalent of having like 10x on Bitcoin or something, isn't it?
Yeah.
Something like Solana, I mean, you want it to have a little bit of wiggle room. I'm just trying to think now, if I was in a situation, what I would do. Would I? I don't know if I would actually sort of cut it off now, or if I'd sort of, I mean, obviously none of this is financial advice, but we're
No,
not
no.
financial advisors. This channel
Or
is for
trading
entertainment
advisors.
only.
Yeah.
In fact, I think I've got to put a little thing together to clarify that, because I think
Yeah.
YouTube are
Keep it
getting
on the
quite.
screen, I think,
But
is a
YouTube
thing.
are getting
Yeah.
quite hot on the crypto channels, for
Yeah.
their community guidelines. So
Yeah.
just making that clear. Any decisions you make are your decisions, not our decisions, and whatever we do with our money is our own business, really. That was
We just shout about it.
that was a disclaimer,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
Yeah.
So also there is a legal thing written at the bottom of the description of this live stream as well, and also all the videos. So what was I going to say? Yeah, no, I was just trying to think if I would cut it off at this point. Really, it'd be difficult. I think I'd have to hang on till 2:30 to see what happens when the market's open.
I mean, well, another way to look at it is close the hell out of it before 2:30, because there's generally going to be, like, if it's like some US opens, there's going to be like a massive liquidation wick to the downside and to the upside, and then so I mean, personally, I wouldn't open a trade during that initial New York Open, so I wouldn't particularly like to have a trade open at that time as well, in the same sort of way.
I might close one though, if I had one open I didn't like, and if I had the opportunity to close it,
Yeah,
I might do that.
Yeah, I mean, interestingly, this has, since we've been talking, this has gone up a bit from that level. So there's that. Okay. I mean, here on the 30-minute, we got. I mean, that's back there, wasn't it? That green background was right, but it's very short-lived. Then this kind of came down, kind of bounced up mid-range, within the mid-range on the momentum. That you could view that as a reversal wick. Is that a thing? Pivot, I suppose I'm trying to say. And that's kind of, it's coming up a bit more now. Probably move the stop loss down. Sorry, what I would probably do, me personally, is I would move the stop loss down to somewhere around here, whether it's that line or just below that line or something.
What number's that? So
yeah, that's it. So the current price is 127.1.
Right.
So like just below it, really, because it's only just moved up, would be 126-ish. But I mean, a bit of accumulation there it had. So if it's going to plop back down and go up, then I would probably look at maybe 124.8 or something like that as a stop loss. But kind of a stop loss and go again, Yeah, tricky one. I think the thing is always to just stop the damn trade out, as soon as you realise it's going the wrong way, and just go again. Take the small loss, and then when it's going the right way, take the big profits,
Yeah, I've actually done things where I've actually taken quite large losses, like 25% or whatever, and then the next day I've got it back,
Yeah.
Not with a not with a straight revenge trade, but then I've sort of stopped and thought about it quickly and stuff, and generally all the bad trades I get into are the ones where I wake up in the morning and it's like dumped in the Asia session. And I think, I've got to go along now.
Wait.
And I kind of do it even before I've had my first cup of tea, and I kind of like it never ends well, really, So it just it does work out if you just pay a bit of attention and look at stuff,
Yeah.
I was actually just looking at MSTR. Do you want to have a quick look at it? I know
Yeah,
we've been
sure.
going for quite a while now.
Yeah,
But
yeah, definitely. I mean, looking at this though, because that is coming back up, and we've got this kind of that's about to flip bullish on the faster EMA convergence zone. So I think the thing I was saying about the stop loss is, so I'm not necessarily saying that I would just immediately kill that trade in a loss now, but just kind of putting a stop loss somewhere around that region. So at least if it does ride up, it's got a chance to make a bit more money first. Personally, I wouldn't put more money into it to try and bring down the the entry level, because then if it's really just chucking more money into a loss-making trade, it's more money to lose when you realise you have to close it. So I think that approach can just be, I think it's kind of throwing good money after bad in a way. That's just me though, So yeah, just see how that goes. So was this? So yeah, MSTR. Oh, come on. Didn't you find it? Yeah. Anyway.
Oh yeah, you have a look on the
MSTR.
I think NASDAQ is what I was looking at.
Okay.
No, I just noticed if you stick it on the daily time frame, there's a brilliant retracement level. Hang on, yours looks different.
Daily NASDAQ strategy Inkydinks. Is that the one?
Yeah,
what
maybe just look down a bit more. I mean, just move it all up.
What do you?
But below.
Oh, as in. Okay.
There you go.
Okay, yeah, sure.
That's what I was looking at. I was looking at that daily one. So I can't remember who was asking about MSTR, but I was saying if you did want to buy it, I reckon that 138 or 140, about 140, I think.
Yeah, it's bang on 140.45.
Yeah, I reckon that's the price to get it at. But that's come down about 60 odd percent, since the all-time high.
Yeah, you could probably also buy some tasty portion of it there, but kind of throw in a stink bid or two down at these retracement levels as well.
Yeah,
you could kind of like range those down. So buy a bit more there, a bit more there, a bit more there. This, in a way, that's the opposite of what I was kind of just saying about not throwing good money after bad. But at the same time, if you're kind of DCAing into a long-term position, it's a bit different, isn't it?
No, you would have to believe in it, and I believe part of the reason it's coming down is the thing I was talking about earlier. I just remember what it was now, but the people who were looking into strategy, it was to do with getting it taken out of the S&P 500.
Ooh, okay.
Because of the way. Obviously, if that happened, then it would definitely hit those lower levels, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Is it because they've realised that it seems to be a
Ponzi
pyramid scheme of a ridiculously big scale?
Well, yeah, probably like the second biggest Ponzi scheme in the world. Yeah.
Crikey. Just looking through chats a bit. Some of these comments I probably won't put onto the screen. Hello, Scotty. So, all right, another day of trying it. No, I'm sorry, I've forgotten what that was about. Oh yeah, okay. Good luck with that. With the Quadzilla.
Oh yeah,
Friday discount. Yeah.
Yeah, just get in touch if there's a problem. And,
yeah.
In fact, I think we've already DM'd about something, haven't we? So, you've got us there.
Breaking Fed rate. It's insane that the most important kind of thing is the thing about the Fed rate cut, and we're fixated on the fact that it says reeking.
Picking you up on your shoddy typos, yeah.
Yeah, type more carefully, mate. Yeah, Fed rate cut odds in December jumped to 70%. Do you know why? Any idea why, Scotty, or anyone, or Save?
I don't know.
Or me?
Don't know nothing, me.
Is it just me, or Maff and Save are starting to get very good at hosting and talking at live streams? Thank you. Yeah, it's very fascinating to see all this evolution from the beginning. Yeah, I agree. I was rubbish at the start. I really was. So thank you, Space Catty. I appreciate your comment there.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, the live stream thing. I mean, I'd done very little of it before you came along, Maff. So I was kind of. Well, I say that. I mean, I'd done quite a bit with the Stonksy thing, hadn't I? I suppose that was my inauguration, if you like. But yeah, I think it's one of those things. The more you do of it, the better you get. I find myself quite relaxed now, you know. And
that's the key thing, isn't it? It's just not like, oh my god, what if the next thing I say is just going to incriminate me and the entire family and the whole street or something?
yeah. I suppose I don't know. I suppose for me, next stage would be like putting a camera on, really. But I'll do that when I've got 10,000 subs. So please do subscribe.
Yeah,
and
for definite, we've got to push up the numbers a bit. I think that's
I wonder if having a camera on might work. Actually, I don't know.
It might. Oh, and on the thumbnails as well.
Yeah,
that probably will help.
You know, little versions of me and you. Don't know. Yeah. Don't particularly.
I'll have to wash my hair. If I'm gonna do that. Get a haircut. You know. Will the budget extend to that? You know?
I don't know. To be honest, you know, part of my thing was I didn't want to dox myself, and the thing is, like, in the work I used to do more full time, a lot of people knew what I looked like, so I didn't really want them associating me with, oh right, he's not getting on with my work because he's doing this live stream every day. And actually, you might get that, but but I'm actually doing very little of that kind of work now, so I'm not so fussed anymore. But I don't know. It might help with the engagement and might help with the numbers, maybe. I don't know.
Probably would, yeah. I mean, because also this potential new YouTube channel I was talking about, I was thinking of maybe starting it in January or sometime after the new year, and it wouldn't necessarily be like totally crypto trading related. It'd be more technology type stuff, nice. But also like onto the you know, like the creative side as well, sci-fi stuff and things like that. I haven't quite figured out the exact thing, if you know what I mean, like the happy medium that it would straddle of subject matter, so it isn't just like, you know, a bit of everything and just a big mishmash. So there's got to be something there that's like a consistent thing throughout the whole thing. Yeah. So yeah, kind of giving that some thought anyway. But I was thinking the reason I mentioned that is because if I was growing that channel, then hopefully there'd be some spillover of subscribers and such like between the two then as well, which hopefully would help.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. I yes. You know, I'm not going to feel like you've deserted me, you know. So
no.
That's okay.
I'll still be here.
That's okay.
Because I mean, because the thing is, like, it didn't even occur to me as a thing like, oh yeah, I ought to switch and you know, start my own trading channel. But then just what would be the point? You know, start with like 0 subscribers. I mean, hopefully I'll be able to borrow a few from here, but you know, it's just like, you know, I'm here doing this already. Why would I go somewhere else and do that? Just so yeah, it'd be a different thing.
Because you can keep all of the money,
yeah.
Which isn't very much actually. So please do buy Quadzilla. Like Florin, you just said I already lowered my. Oh, so you already lowered the entry point. I can't anymore. Oh, okay, right.
Okay.
So you've already averaged
thrown in
the
good money. Yeah.
Yeah, so so if it starts looking a bit iffy, then yeah, I don't know. You know, do what you think best. But I think Maff had some good advice there.
Yeah, I mean, looking at that, it's that's back on the daily. Should go back to the 30. Okay, yeah, it's stalled, isn't it? It's stalled a bit there.
Yeah, but if you stick it on the like 1 minute or 3 minute, you can see why, because it's had a couple of bearish retracements.
Oh, that's beautiful.
That's great, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, I love Quadzilla.
It is just brilliant, isn't it? Although it's doing this thing now. If you look on it on, say, like the 3 minute, if you look at it on the 3 minute, and you can see it's doing that thing where it might make a little cup and handle and possibly go up a bit more.
So that and that, do you think? Is that the bit you mean?
Well, no. What I mean is, it's probably at the rim at the moment.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's more of one of those weird coffee mugs. It always looks like it's going to fall over and handle.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, that's not.
Not quite the thing.
No, I was going to go by the next red line up, actually, sort of thinking like it might do one of those things, you know.
Yeah. Okay. I think it's it. Yeah, potentially. So, but yeah, it is looking kind of positive there. I mean, obviously the trend might suddenly change in 40 minutes or so, but so far looking okay. Does that mean that Bitcoin's looking okay as well? I wonder.
Good question.
Bit of a mini pump there in the old on the old 3 minute. Yeah, it's doing a similar sort of thing, isn't it? So this is kind of stalling a bit on that kind of, what is it? It's probably bearish order block, I think. That's just there. So it's like kind of wicked up into it, you know, nom nom, but then just sell orders back down, up into. I mean, obviously it carries on, just up into it again, nom, sell order, sell order, sell order. So it's trying to push up through there. So if Bitcoin can get above, I mean, this is zoomed into virtually, you know, microscope level, but above that 84.379, then might expect a bit of a kind of sharp move up then to that retracement level, and so on up. And of course, there's this, which we kind of hope would be an area of support. It drops down to that and then up. So yeah. What else have we got? Oh yeah, so Scotty was saying New York Fed President Williams just gave dovish statements. Apparently, there's that definite split, isn't there, in the Fed? Like when they're voting on the rate cut, there's a definite kind of difference of not just policy. Yeah, sorry. Oh God, there's a spoiler. Not just opinion, but policy in there. So. Which is interesting. So I mean, you kind of wonder if, if the doves will win within the Fed.
Yeah. So what actually caused all this dumpage? And is it the fact that everyone was, you know, what do you think caused all this current dump?
Whether it was the just, you know, the exchange that was selling off,
right,
or if it actually was just because, I mean, it caught people out in terms of the TA, but when was that the start of it there? Yeah, Thursday, like yesterday, 3 p.m. down. So this move really, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Quadzilla caught it. You know, we've kind of seen that on multiple time frames now, because it caught it on the 12 minute very nicely, and it caught it here. We ought to be tweeting this stuff, because, you know, that TA doesn't. Well, this doesn't make sense. My TA said that this dump wasn't going to happen. Oh well, this said very much that that's going to happen. So if that. So yeah, there's definitely something within the market that's kind of saying that was on the way to happen. Sorry, just 1 second.
Okay. I'm probably gonna have to leave soon, but anyway, I hope you're all. Yeah, sorry, it's been quite a long one today, and but I think we've covered some interesting areas, and did include a bit of nonsense as well as about mathematics and all that. I honestly don't know which way things are going to go at the moment. I kind of feel like there might be a little bit of relief, and then there's going to be more dumpage. I think that's kind of what I'm expecting, really. So I'm certainly not going to sort of do any big longs at the moment, and I don't know. It's difficult to trade at the moment, I must admit. I think I want to wait for the dust to settle a little bit, and I want to see like everything get into a bit of a range. That said, I am actually in a Asta. I'm in an Asta long. I'm actually going to close it because my entry's rubbish. Actually, I'm going to push my stop loss up a little bit. I guess Maff's talking to his builders. Let's just have a quick look what Scotty's saying here. Caesar gets pardoned, then dumps on the market is the rumor. Dumps what? Actually, I better close. Yeah, maybe I will close my Asta trade. I'm going to close it. So I can't bring myself to close it, so I'm just pushing my stop loss up to just underneath where it is now, and it's going up a little bit. Okay, I'll just leave that for the moment. Okay, cool. Right, I don't know if Maff's going to come back, but let me just flip over to my chart.
Hello, I'm back.
Oh, you are back. Okay.
Yeah, sorry about that. It's just the builders were finishing for the day. Well,
I see. I thought they were saying, "Where's our tea?"
Well, do I tell you this story or not? It's a very oh yeah, shall I? It's Friday. It's time for an unpleasant story.
Oh, I didn't know it was going to be unpleasant. I thought it was going to be
a gross out story. Yeah, I don't know. Because I don't think they realised that there's actually there's a loo downstairs on the ground floor, so that they were insisting on coming up and using the loo that's just across the hallway from where I am on the top floor. Shall I carry on, or do you get the drift? So basically, one of them just at the end of when they were just finishing yesterday, one of them just came up and just stunk out the entire top floor. I literally had to evacuate the top floor and take my laptop. I virtually ran downstairs with my laptop. It's absolute toxic warfare, you know. But it's just the grossest thing ever. It's just, oh my god. And they were just leaving anyway. Why couldn't he just like wait a few minutes to get home?
Maybe he's an ex software engineer, and like he'd just been taught that, you know, when you finish work you log off.
you log out, yeah. that was obviously it, wasn't it? Yeah. So Mr. Delta, you've joined just in time.
Yeah,
we're shit talking.
Literally toilet humor.
Yeah, it is. So is this the point where we stop for the day?
I think so. Yeah, I'll quite enjoy myself.
On that note, yeah. Actually, how many of you? Oh, okay, so we've got a fairly consistent number of people watching. So that last story may have. Oh yeah, somebody just dropped out. So there you go.
Maybe they needed a dump as well.
Yeah, true. Yeah, it's the power of suggestion, isn't it? So, just looking at the chart. This is where we at. Bitcoin 3 minute. Should we just have one last look at Solana on there, just because I was kind of wondering.
Yeah, if you like.
We did the CHIPPY thing yesterday, didn't we? I guess
we did. Yeah, it's actually on my watch list. It was the only green thing this morning.
Oh, okay.
Well, obviously compared with Solana, you know.
Yeah. I was hiding the drawings. I was puzzled. Oh yeah, well, okay. It's actually come back down again to that level. Florin, I do hope that I'm not encouraging anything. I do hope that if I had done this in some alternate universe, that I would have set a stop loss appropriately to just stop that out before more bad things happen. But if news is generally turning bullish, then this is when you were talking about CT gets the power down and dumps the market as a rumour. Oh, maybe, yeah, maybe that's what happened. So this could be the recovery after all of the kind of bad news events that happened this morning or overnight. And this seems good. That could be a catalyst. That could lead into a nice bullish pump over the weekend. So I don't know really.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm done. I'm talked out a little bit.
Oh, that's cool. Cool. Right. I was just talking about a Asta trade that I had open. Actually, I've just been having it going during the stream, but I just closed it with 6% profit. That was pretty rubbish, but this is better than nothing, you know.
Yeah, profit is a profit. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it really.
Okay. So longing presumably on that one.
It was only small, just a little 5x long, 6%. It was the only thing showing any signs of life this morning, so so I thought I'd give it a go. Cool, excellent. Right, thank you everyone for coming along. That's been really quite good fun today. I quite enjoyed it, and
fairly chill, isn't it? For
considering the absolute mayhem that's going on in the markets and stuff, you know. I hope no one's got too wrecked, and I mean, do join the Discord at savewith.crypto.org/Discord. Let me just pop that on the screen. Do join that, and you can have a chat with us and stuff like that. We'll see what happens over the weekend. I think I'm not available much tomorrow at all. I'm not sure about Sunday, but if something exciting happens, then maybe we can do an impromptu live stream or something like that, or whatever. Best thing to do is to make sure you are subscribed to the channel and you've got the notifications set on all, or join the Discord, or do both actually. And that's it really. So have a great weekend from me. Don't
have a great weekend from him. Sorry.
I was going to say just don't trade. What's the word? Without thinking about it, because there could
frivolously. Don't trade frivolously.
Yeah, there could be a lot more downside, and I think any pumps we see might be short-lived. That's my thinking anyway. So that's it really.
So what you say? I know, trying to sign off there, but this is what you're basically saying is that
I'll get another pint.
Any trade, basically treat it like a scalp. That's I think the advice I'm taking from you there.
I think for the moment, pretty much really. It's not going to go back to 124. I can pretty much say that.
Not in a hurry. No.
Not this weekend. It's not going to do that, I don't think.
Maybe not for another 4 years.
Quite possibly, yeah. So I don't know. Anyway, but there are links to exchanges and stuff that give you free money and stuff. We're actually going to have a better offer for Bitunix probably tomorrow. Actually, it's going to be now. But do keep your ears open, eyes, whatever, open for that. And just stay in touch really, and we'll see you on Monday, if not before. Okay, so it is goodbye from me.
Similarly, oh God, and it's goodbye from him.
All right, take care, everyone. Please do click like on the way out. All right, see you.